Hollywood headlines. Sees all, hears all, and tells all. Hollywood swelters under record-breaking heat wave. Thermometer rises to all-time high. Citizens suffer with unbearable heat. Mr. Patrick O'Toole, businessman, is typical of the local population trying to escape the torrid weather by relaxing in his garden, sipping a cool glass of lemonade, and then fanning himself for even the slightest breeze. Sure, and it's a hot day today. And that's how Hollywood swimming pools are born. The parching temperature drove everyone indoors off the sizzling pavements, except one lad who braved the heat to bring home the Sunday chicken. Uh-oh, you'd better hurry up, Junior, and get that fowl, or Mother will be awfully angry at your losing the dinner. What's cooking, Junior? Pavement fried chicken. Mark Twain once said everyone talks about the weather, no one ever does anything about it. But here is an enterprising citizen with ideas of his own to beat the heat. What the well-dressed man wears while mowing the lawn in the good old summertime. At this quiet suburban railroad station, Hollywood's most progressive leader in international peace movements is due to arrive at any moment. He chose this secluded spot to avoid the crowds, but the press has received word of his arrival and are anxiously awaiting him. According to one of the reporters, Mr. Casper White has the reputation of being the most peaceful man in the world. There he is now, the man in the gray hat. Mr. White, the most tranquil, the kindliest, quietest of all men, is warmly greeted by reporters who eagerly question him on current peace movements. Mr. White, won't you tell us how you won peace at the conference? Is that how?
Headlines goes to a beach party. These lovely girls are not movie stars, but office workers at Hall's Manufacturing Company. Their co-workers look on with admiration as the girls stage a fashion show. This two-piece creation for fun in the sun consists of a two-tone halter and gaily striped short skirt. Lovely, isn't it? Here we have a flowered motif, fashion for comfort. The pigtails are for Milady's comfort, too, and cute. Another print in gay colors meets with hearty approval from her friends and from us. Here is a black suit, streamlined for swimming pleasure. The handkerchief previews next year's fashion. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. The handkerchief, dear. Use it. Jack the Ripper.
Something new in the idea of letter carriers. Very pretty. Must write myself a letter soon. It would even be a pleasure to get a load of bills if you could be sure they'd be delivered this way. Wonder what we would do if we should open the door some morning and find this. Why, mister, that's just what we'd do too. this is business. Sign here, please. Ahem, this end up. Bet she's thinking there must be an easier way to make a living than to keep over-anxious from making a game out of post office. He must be practicing for position of postal inspector. Look out, the white. And so the male is carried away. But Mama, I was only after the male, not the female. Sure, we know. Oh, miss? Well, if it isn't anxious with a special delivery from the missus. You forgot your pencil. After an 18-month strike at Royal Ice Cream Company, an agreement has finally been reached. These are exclusive pictures of the signing of the pact. Mr. Royal, the owner of the concern, just signed. Now Mr. Gray, the union representative, affixes his signature. And now for a little celebration. The history of the strike goes back over a year ago when the tasters demanded pallet-to-pallet pay. Mr. Royal considered the demand exorbitant, but reached an amiable settlement when he promised the tasters that their ice cream would be served to them. Difficulty arose again when service became a little sloppy, creating ill feelings between management and labor. Uh-oh, seems like we have a little accident, just when everything was going so well. There, that's better. Whew. Close call. Well, to continue, the strike spread when the truck drivers agreed to walk out with the tasters. Without delivery, Royal found it difficult to get his product to market. Not again. Lightning just doesn't strike twice. It looks like a fight. This is a scoop. Gray smashes Royal in the face unmercifully. Royal is stunned for a moment, but quickly recovers and retaliates by picking up the contract and tearing it in half. The referee steps in. Royal delivers a right uppercut to his chin. This is a free-for-all, and plenty of free ice cream for the boss as he gets the entire bulk over his head. The union withdraws the victor. Perhaps Mr. Royal has a word to say. Lord and Lady Harper, prominent social leaders and close relatives to their Majesties the King and Queen of England, are arriving in Hollywood by plane today. It is their first trip here, and reporters are anxious to learn their opinions on their first glimpse of our fair city. Lady Harper, in typical English custom, replies to all questions, while Lord Harper nods with approval. How do you like our climate? Why, it's ripping. And how about the scenery? It's ripping. And the people? Simply ripping. Oh, and the clothes, Lady Harper. Oh, Lady Harper. The clothes are ripping too. Obviously, this brings us to the end of Hollywood headlines. The newsreel that sees all, hears all, and tells all.